Hey guys, glad to see you on the channel. Today we have a story that will give you goosebumps. Before we start, be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss the next videos. I have a bunch of scary and crazy stories ahead of me that you definitely haven't heard before. Let's go.
Did you know that in 1996, a McDonald's closed after cameras caught the same man appearing every night at 3 a.m. and vanishing minutes later? For years, employees at that McDonald's franchise believed the stories were nothing more than rumors made up to scare the night shift workers. But in 1996, everything changed. It always happened the same way. At exactly 3 in the morning, the cameras would show the door opening by itself, even though every lock was secured. A man in old-fashioned clothes would walk slowly through the empty restaurant, his steps heavy, and always sit in the same booth, the darkest corner of the place. He never ordered anything, never spoke. He just sat there staring straight ahead as if waiting for something that never came. And then at exactly 3:05, he would vanish. At first, they thought it was a glitch in the cameras until one security guard decided to face it in person. That night, he really did see the man sitting there. He felt the air go cold, heard the footsteps, and saw with his own eyes the moment when the man simply disappeared. The guard never came back. He quit the next day, saying that whatever was in there wasn't something living. When they went through the old footage, they noticed something even stranger. Where the man always sat, the floor was marked black, burned footprints etched deep into the tiles. Someone finally decided to research the building's past. Before the McDonald's existed, there had been a boarding house on that exact spot. And on a November night, years before, a guest was found dead, alone, sitting in that exact corner at exactly 3:05 a.m. After that discovery, the restaurant never reopened, but people who walk past it still swear. If you look closely through the windows, you'll see someone sitting inside, still waiting, just like before, and always at 3 in the morning.
You know what's the scariest thing about this story? It's not that the man appeared every night. It's that no one could figure out why he was waiting. Imagine, it's 3 in the morning, you're sitting alone, and suddenly the room becomes too quiet. The air seems to thicken, and from the corner, you hear something like breathing, and you realize you're not alone. He came at exactly 3 o'clock. He always sat in the same place and just waited. He didn't move. He didn't blink, and then he disappeared. Maybe he still wants someone to sit with him until 3:05.
Did you know there's an Uber driver in Miami who's picked up over 50,000 passengers but doesn't exist in any database? His name shows as Mike J, 5 stars, every time. Black Toyota Camry. License plate changes in photos, but here's what's terrifying. Every passenger describes the exact same man. White male, 35 years old, buzz cut. Snake tattoo on his neck, blue eyes that don't blink enough. Sarah Martinez requested a ride in 2019. Mike arrived in 3 minutes. Always 3 minutes. She remembers his exact words. "You're going somewhere you've never been." Her destination was Home Depot, but he drove her to a cemetery she'd never seen, her father's grave. He died when she was 2. She never knew where he was buried. The pattern is always the same. Passengers think they're going one place. Mike takes them where they need to be. Not where they want, where they need. Then investigators found something impossible. Mike's driver photo matches a police sketch. Michael Jensen, taxi driver, murdered by a passenger in 1987. His body was found in a black car, throat cut, eyes still open. Uber claims no driver named Mike J exists, but check your app at 3:33 a.m. in Miami. He's always available, always 3 minutes away, always knows where you really need to go. The question is, are you brave enough to get in?
You know what's really messed up about this story? It's not that the guy's a ghost. It's that everyone who met him said he looked real, like totally normal. The kind of dude who'd hand you a 5-star rating and say, "Have a good night." That's the part that gets under your skin. He's not some monster from the dark. He's just a guy, sitting behind the wheel, waiting 3 minutes away. And maybe, just maybe, next time you call an Uber at night, it's him who's gonna show up.
iShowSpeed sold his soul to the devil, and fans say they have proof. Think about it. A regular kid starts streaming, and within a year he blows up worldwide. Millions of subscribers, insane money, collabs with football stars, even meeting Ronaldo. Where does that kind of speed come from? Fans say it's not just luck, it's the price. His screams don't sound human. Sometimes it feels like someone else is screaming with him. On one stream, his face twisted, his eyes turned black like a demon's. The clip was deleted, but the internet kept the evidence. And his energy? He seems like he can't stop. burning from the inside as if something else controls his body. People whisper, Speed made a deal. The devil gave him fame and millions in exchange for his soul. Now he doesn't belong to himself, and all his popularity is just part of the terrible price.
You know what's really creepy about this story? It's not the fame. It's how fast it all happened. One day he's just a kid streaming in his room. The next he's shouting next to Ronaldo, like something pressed fast forward on his life. And those screams, they don't sound human anymore. It's like something else is screaming through him. Like he's not the one in control. That's the part that sticks with you. When success starts to look less like luck and more like a curse.
Did you know about the fugitive who hid for 19 years after a fatal DUI with the help of a police officer? After a car accident caused by a drunk driver resulted in a death, the woman responsible disappeared before she could be charged. The investigation soon uncovered a serious allegation. Her boyfriend, a Hialeah police officer, had allegedly warned her to flee moments before her arrest was planned. This tip-off may have been all she needed to cross the border. For the next 19 years, she lived under a new identity in Mexico. She started a small business, became a part of her local community, and built an entirely new life, all while evading a warrant for DUI manslaughter. But cold cases are never truly closed. An international task force reopened the file, and by using new facial recognition technology against visa applications, they finally got a match, tracking her to a small town in Mexico. After nearly 2 decades, U.S. and Mexican authorities coordinated her arrest. She has now been extradited back to Florida to finally face the original charges. But her capture after so long, having lived a quiet life for 2 decades without any further trouble, raises a difficult question. When a person has built an entirely new crime-free life, does justice for a 19-year-old case still mean they should go to prison?
You know what really gets under your skin about this one? It's not just that she ran. It's that she stayed gone for 19 years. Think about that. While everyone else moved on, she was building a brand new life in another country. New friends, new name, new story. She probably thought she buried the old one for good. But time doesn't erase guilt. It just buries it deeper, waiting for someone to dig it up. And that's exactly what happened. One facial recognition scan, one click, and suddenly everything she built came crashing down. What's haunting is the question it leaves behind. If someone spends almost 2 decades living like a good person, no crimes, no trouble, does that erase what they did before? Or does the past always demand to be paid in full? Because maybe the real punishment isn't prison. Maybe it's waking up every day wondering if today's the day the knock finally comes. And hey, if you made it this far, you're a real one. I'm still learning, still figuring out how to make these stories hit harder. So drop a comment. Tell me what I can do better, what to change in the editing, the pacing, the vibe. Every bit of feedback helps me grow, and it means more than you think. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're just getting started.